Good evening, folks. Tomorrow we're going to be heading back to Khan Academy. We had a 1 month subscription to IXL, and that expires. Actually, it's already expired. So we are bouncing back to Khan Academy, and I'm sure that I'm going to get 354 emails tomorrow saying, Mr. Parr, it won't let me in Khan Academy. I don't have an account. So here is what Khan Academy's homepage looks like. This is how you log in too. Come up here, click the word login. Then don't type anything right here. Just click this little nifty button. If you are logged into your Chromebook with your Google account at school, it will work. Now you'll notice right here that this is giving me the wrong account because my daughter is logged in onto this Chromebook. So I need to switch that. It will not work if I do not switch that. So in order to switch that, I click on sign in with Google. It's got the wrong name right here. I'm going to go ahead and click next in case you're on your parents' Chromebook or your brother's. Then I'm not going to use her username and password. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to find my username. And then I'm going to click continue with Google. And now that I am signed in with me, it logged me in. So this week's lesson is on solving equations with variables on both sides of the equal symbol. And I'm going to show you how to do today's assignment. So let's take a peek at equations with variables on both sides of the equal symbol. Once again, we're on Khan Academy, not on IXL this week. So I'm going to copy this. Hopefully it'll copy and paste right over here to Ziteboard really nicely. I bet it does. Yep. There we go. So it does look a little funky though. Something went wrong right there. 12c minus 4 equals 14c minus 10. And then it duplicated for some reason. So let's see if we can fix that really quickly. So I couldn't get it fixed, so I just went ahead and wrote it on here. And as you can see, I've got a variable right here and right there. It's the same variable on opposite sides of that equal symbol right here. So I need to fix that and move one of those variables to the other side. You don't have to start with the smaller variable. It makes sense to start with the smaller variable because then you never go into negative numbers. So I want to get rid of that 12c right there. In order to do that, since it is a positive 12c, I'm going to do the opposite of positive 12c and do minus 12c here. And then over here also. Now notice I'm going to put it underneath of the 14c. I'm going to line up my variables. This cancels. I've got to bring down the 4 and the negative right there next to it. So I bring down negative 4. Over here, 14c minus 12c is 2c. Bring down the minus 10. I now have a two-step equation. So I need to work PEMDAS backwards, and I need to look for subtraction. I find subtraction right here. I want to do the opposite of subtraction, which is addition, plus 10, plus 10. And when I do that right there, I have 4 negatives. I have 10 positives. I'm left with 6 positives equals 2 times c. This is canceled. To get rid of that 2, I'm going to divide by 2. And I'm left with c equals 3. My suggestion, if something right there did not make sense, rewind the video here and go back and watch again and see if you can figure out what I did. So step 1 is the one that seems to foul people up the most. I took the smaller number. 12 is smaller than 14, so I subtracted 12c on both sides. Let's see if we can find another similar problem. So my next problem here says 16 minus 2t equals t plus 9 plus 4t. Notice I've got 4t. I also have a t on the same side. Those are called like terms, and I'm going to have to combine them. So let's jump over here to Ziteboard and solve this problem. So before I start moving any of these variables that I have, I'm going to combine these variables that are on the same side of the equal symbol. So since this t right here and this 4t are both on the right side of the equal symbol. I'm going to combine those first. And this is a 1t. 1t, and then this plus symbol tells me I'm going to add it to 4t, gives me 5t, plus the 9 right here equals 16 minus 2t. Now I have a problem with variables on both sides of the equal symbol still. I'm going to look for which one's smaller. Negative 2 is smaller than positive 5. To get rid of this negative 2 right here, I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to do plus 2t, then plus 2t on both sides of the equal symbol. Always have to do it on opposite sides of the equal symbol. When I do that, over here this cancels and I'm left with 16. Over here, I'm left with 7t plus 9. Now I'm working PEMDAS backwards. There's no subtraction. There is addition, so I subtract 9. 16 minus 9 is 7. 7 equals 7 times t. I need to get rid of this 7, so I'm going to divide both sides by 7. So what I have is 7 equals 7t. I'm going to divide by 7. Divide by 7 over here. Cancels. This equals 1. 1 equals t. And I get my answer of 1 equals t. I jump back over here and I put in my answer of 1. And we move on. Okay, this one right here, same kind of concept. It's going to throw us a small little curveball here, and if we're not paying attention, we're going to mess up. So 9 is smaller, so I'm going to subtract 9a from both sides. That's how I decide. I use the smaller variable, subtract 9a from both sides. I'm left with 5 plus 5a. This is canceled, equals negative 5. Right now, I want to get rid of this 5. And to do that, I need to subtract 5. Right here's where you've got to be really cautious. Negative 5 minus 5 does not equal 0. If you have negative 5 and then you have 5 more negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you now have 10 negatives. So I now have 5a equals negative 10. Now I divide both sides by 5. And again, we have to be careful. You all love to forget this. That cancels, and I'm left with a equals negative 10 divided by 5. A negative divided by a positive equals a negative, so I get an answer of a equals negative 2. So tomorrow's assignment is on Khan Academy. It's for Monday and Tuesday to get this done. Should take you 15 minutes to watch the video, answer the 4 questions. I expect you to get them all right. It should not take that long to do it. If you mess up and you get 50% the first time, do it again. You should be able to master this and get all 4 questions right. It should not take long to get 4 questions correct. So answering all 4 of them, getting all 4 of them wrong, getting a 0% and saying, oh, I did it, I'm done, get you nothing. So please make sure you get them all right. If you don't understand one, screenshot your computer screen, email it to me, and I can help you out. It should be on the video I just made, though. Hopefully, you'll be able to get all of this done pretty quickly, pretty easily. Feel free to let me know, though. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. Let me know what you need. I will talk to you all soon. Have a good week.